Grand Rising, everybody. This is Tina, Infinite Moon Love 1111. I'm going to go ahead and check in and do an overall check in. I do have some candles right here, so excuse me. I'm going to make sure those don't get hit. I want to check in on the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. And this is going to be an overall collective energy message, so let's go ahead and just hop right into it. I do have a tarot, or rather two tarot decks, and then an oracle deck. So we're going to go ahead and start with the Fae and the Ferns tarot. And I'll go ahead and link that in the description or in the comments as well. If anybody's looking for this beautiful deck, it's just so you guys can see, and some of the illustrations that are on it as well. So, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, and the highest of realms, let's go ahead and see, Source, what do we have for the Divine Collective? First of all, my throat chakra is being activated, so I do feel like there is somebody desperately trying to speak, but there is something so much at the core of their truth. They don't know how to explain, right? And so this might get a little apprehensive, but it feels like they're choking up. They're dwelling with whatever this truth is that they feel they have to explore, they have to exploit, they have to release. And hi, hello, good morning, you guys. This is Tina, Infinite Moon Love. I'm going to go ahead and share this as well, so we'll go ahead and have a post to this in a little bit. First card coming out is the Seven of Cups. I feel like that was actually on the bottom of the deck, which is what I had shuffled originally and showed you guys. We also have the Moon coming out and then the Universe. So the universe would be comparable to the world, which again is going to be like a cycle. There are some planets, so it feels like there's this past life aspect, of course, to this connection. With the Seven of Cups, we do have options, okay? There's this energy of somebody feeling like there's too many options or unknown options just because the cards are facing upward. So an illustration, it feels like they're just too high above. Like, I don't know how to reach that. I don't know how to attain that is really the energy. With the moon, it is that there's some illumination that needs to happen, some intuition, some secrets, and some fears, okay? But a lot of this has to do with balancing one's shadow and then their own truth and their own light. And this has to do with the cycle that continues. It's like they're confused in a state of energy. They don't know how to do things or move forward or make a decision. As I'm reading this, I see a bunny running across the street, which is really nice. I love the bunnies. Another card to clarify all of this is Two of Pentacles. So yes, they've been trying to juggle too much. And obviously with the Two of Pentacles, it feels like ace and ace. Again, two very different options. And it feels like there's two different paths. And it feels like this person is trying to make a decision on which path to go. Because this would be a new start. This would be a new beginning. And either one is not completely wrong, right? Like there's no wrong or right. It just is what it is. And it's going to be an experience that one ultimately receives, goes, and undergoes, if you will. If we clarify the Seven of Cups, please, Spirit. So Seven of Cups, we have the Two of Wands. Already we have 222. So you might be seeing synchronized numbers of two, or sequence of numbers of two, any number sequence. Now with the Two of Wands, clarifying again, here's that like there's this option. I feel like this person, if this resonates with you, is trying to truly make a decision, trying to strategize on what choice and how to come across whatever they're trying to do. So there's a lot of this like logical sense almost happening here. This could be a lot of swords energy. The mindset seems to get them stuck in these cycles. I would not venture to say that the Eight of Swords would potentially be this energy. We have a lot of the Nine of Swords as well, and the 10. So it's like they're progressively trying to come out of this, but right now I feel like they're very much in this Four of Swords, Five of Swords energy. Let's clarify the moon, please. So clarifying the moon, we have the Knight of Wands. So with these illusions or these fears or these hidden emotions at that, we have the Knight of Wands, where there's this energy that the Knight is trying to have a stability, create one. So I feel like they're trying to stabilize their emotions, perhaps, really dig deep into their intuition. I feel like they're so confused, which is really, really wild. Like they just don't know the right choice to make. And this is very much an energy. Clarifying the universe. So clarifying the cycle or the world, the universe here is the Nine of Pentacles. So there's a cycle ending and a new beginning. The Nine of Pentacles does have in the illustration 4 pentacles on one side and 5 on another, and the bird, which could symbolize truth here, okay? And so in this symbolization of truth, we do have the Nine of Pentacles 4 and 5, which is talking about this holding on to stage, and it could be this self-worth, and they're trying to master this. And so this is the cycle that is trying to come through, like, let me master my self-value, let me find where that is. And I feel like this person perhaps doesn't have a complete state of awareness or understanding on their own value, and so they keep placing that on other people or other things or other accomplishments in order to feel like they are doing something of worthwhile. Clarify the Two of Pentacles. We have the 10, or I'm sorry, the 5 of Wands rather. With the Two of Pentacles clarified by the 5 of Wands, there is this energy of this internal battle. And it seems like this has just been going on and on in the storyline with this internal battle. I'm not sure what they're really battling, but the Wands is this energy of emotions. And even as we see this, he's on one wand. So it could be about this like internal battle of this desire for this 4 of Wands, this commitment, this energy of whatever it is that they're trying to have a new fresh start on, okay? Because we have Ace of Pentacles energy underlying in this, and then we have Ace of Wands underlying in this, and that's a really beautiful energy. But we also have the Two of Wands where, like, let's move forward, let's take a path, let's jump into the next process, right? I do want to go ahead and choose, actually I'm going to shift from this deck to this other tarot deck. Spirit, what do we need to hear for the 7 of Cups and 2 of Cups? Now, this could be you, a divine feminine or a divine masculine. I'm not specific on the energy in this moment. I do feel like it is collective. I do feel like there's a lot of mirrored energy here. So perhaps this fits both of your storylines, right? To clarify the 7 of Cups, though, and the 2 of Wands, we have the Knight of Swords. So there definitely is this, like, energy war, strategizing how to come forward. And that's where that Cups is. There's just a lot of options, a lot of different pathways this person could go perhaps, but they definitely want to come forward with this communication, this sense of truth. And the Swords is about communication, is about your mindset. So I do feel like that heavily weighs in there as well, especially since the beginning my channeled energy was of them having a throat chakra, like, just, it was very stuck, like they were choking on themselves to kind of bring up their own truth. And it takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of strength and courage for them to do that. But I know and feel like they're working their way to that timeline on it. It's really going to be, you know, varied. So to clarify the Moon and Knight of Wands, we do have the Star here, okay? So it feels like there's a healing energy with regards to the energy of the illusions, energy of the intuition. It's also, there's a wish fulfillment here, which could symbolize that, but there's a lot of water. It's an Aquarian energy. So again, a lot of the mindset, logic is coming into play. And I feel like they're trying to ground that within their passionate side and also their intuition and also their fears of their emotions, okay? Because there's a lot of this happening. So they're trying to really balance this energy, because the Star essentially is always pouring. Well, that's Temperance too, but so I am seeing Temperance in there as well. The bottom of the deck, meanwhile, is the Queen of Swords. So I do feel like there's this energy of somebody perhaps that they're trying to go towards that could have really strong boundaries at this time. Like they've been at the chopping block and they're done. Behind that Queen of Swords is the Empress. So I do feel that this is the divine feminine, the divine masculine overall as an energy is trying to come towards the divine feminine, okay? There's just too many blocks. It feels like, even as I'm trying to talk right now, excuse me, that they're trying so hard. It just feels like it's so difficult for this. And it may be the divine feminine that's actually trying to come forward to the divine masculine, right? But now there's just like, they don't understand how it got so bad. Even as we have the Two of Swords there. So let's clarify the universe, the world, and the Nine of Pentacles. Spirit, what do we have for that? We do have the Queen of Wands popping out, okay? So with the Knight of Pentacles, this person, if it is the divine feminine energy, oh, the Lovers is on the bottom. I just saw that right now. So we have the Lovers on the bottom as well. This is a divine counterpart love. This has to do with self-worth as well. It has to do with value, somebody placing themselves and what they're placing on the external factors in their life. Now with the Queen of Wands, there's this confidence energy. It's a feminine energy, yes, but it's a confidence. It's about having confidence with what their desires are to bring in this new cycle, because they are trying to shift that cycle out. And with the Lovers standing at the side right here, it's definitely resonating for the fact that they are trying to move things forward. They want to have this aligned energy, this aligned union. Wow. Seven of Wands is trying to fly out, but I wasn't quite ready, Spirit, so we're going to keep that in. But bear that in mind. Seven of Wands is somebody that's trying to, I don't feel like it's a huge amount of malice, but I do feel like it's their self-preserve energy, and they're trying to guard themselves too much, perhaps. Maybe they're trying to guard their love, right? Which is why the Lovers is coming out right now. With the the Two of Pentacles, I'm sorry, and the Five of Wands. Let's clarify that. Oh gosh, a card just fell down. And the bottom of the deck is actually the World. And then we also have behind that the Judgment. And behind that we actually have the High Priestess. And behind that we have the Eight of Wands. Let me grab that card. So the card that flew out is the Eight of Pentacles, okay? So with regards to all of these other messages beautifully flying out, which I'm going to keep, and the Well is at the back of the deck, so this is about making wishes, okay? With the Five of Wands, again, as I mentioned, there was this fear and there was this balancing act, but with the Eight of Pentacles, they're working on clearing out this fear. They're working on clearing out this, like, inability to make a choice, right? Because they're juggling so much and they're trying to strategize a little too much. As we see right here, which is very interesting, we have Five Pentacles in the illustration showing up, and then we have one they're working on, which is this new beginning, and the two behind, which we have reflected already in this reading. So as the Five is, they're working on their self-worth and making the choice so they can bring in this new beginning. So they're putting efforts and energy into this, which I really love. Like, the messages can be read as they are, but you know, take it as it resonates, you guys. I am going to stop from that deck, and I'm actually going to shift from another, and I do want to clarify some of these other messages that I have generated while we've been in the reading. So we do have the World card, and this is again just a confirmation for the other Universe World card that is already on the board. But with the World card, again, it's describing cycles and new beginnings and endings. It's something that had to shift and end. I don't see a lot of negative entire energy here. It's mostly about like hidden emotions and desires and things that haven't really come to fruition the way that perhaps this person would like, right? But with the Judgment, there is a sense of awakening, like an epiphany, like you have to wake up from your sleep, get off of this slumber kind of energy. And then we have the High Priestess, which is also describing this energy where there's a lot of synchronicities, there's a lot of dreams, there's a lot of inner knowing that this particular person knows, and that is what is really helping them propel forward with the Eight of Wands, okay? It's really helping them move through 12-12, as I said, that this energy, so that they can create this new cycle towards their goal, which is what the Lovers was showing up for. Let's have a card for each of those timelines and energy, Spirit, for the collective. This could be career too, you know, it doesn't always necessarily have to be love, but because the Lovers card did come out, I mean, it is heavy on love. It could be, ooh, look at that. The Divine Feminine was showing up in the reading. I didn't pull the card out, but we do have Divine Masculine. This is the Divine Masculine so he wants to be present, right? Let's just, we were a little confused, I guess, if we'll say, or conflicted on the energy entirely, but we felt it. The Divine Masculine wants to come forward with a new cycle, a new way of communicating. They're trying to use their logic again a little heavily, because at the beginning we already had the Seven of Cups, the Two of Wands, and they're trying to take command. They're trying to take lead, and this is taking a lot of energy from them, because I don't think they've really been here before, especially with something that they truly want and they are fighting their own self from. This is something they're being really pushed to do, because that Judgment card. Clarify that energy, please. So the Judgment with the Knight of Wands, then we have the Star and the Moon. So again, they're awakening to their own illusions, their own fears. desires. They're awakening to their own intuition and things they've desired, and doing a lot of healing with that. We do have the higher self card coming out as well. It's talking about activations, higher self integration and awakening, which is just a confirmation of the judgment card itself. So very much in line with that. There's definitely them being, I want to say like maybe they were in a dormant stage, and because something happened, it had to happen, a tower moment, to shift this energy, to awaken them back up, and to now do a separate or a different timeline type of healing. Okay, and this is more internal. Now we have the universe, the world, and then we also have the High Priestess here and the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. So let's clarify that or get a little more energy for that, Spirit. We do have with that doubts, okay? So again, here's that confidence, Queen of Wands energy, and it's very like it's a very elusive energy. It's a very sexy, but it's, you know, it could be sexy, but or attractive, right? Appealing, light, but it's very like you want to come to it. So it's that flame to the moth, right? But what I'm seeing here too is that this sense of energy provides somebody some sort of confidence so that they can move forward through their doubts that they've been having. They've been feeling very lonely. They've been feeling like they've missed opportunities. It's very Four of Cups energy, and they're not as hopeful, you know, but that High Priestess energy there is all of these downloads. They're receiving all of these signs, and it may be overwhelming them. They're like super uber annoyed because they just don't understand it. Like, I thought I was over, but the logical part of them, which is that egotistic masculine energy, is like, I don't want to deal with that. I already dealt with that. They want to cut themselves off, but what is happening here is that this energy is having to deal with their heart chakra, okay? They are not used to having to live through the heart space. They're used to living through their gut and sacral and also their mind. But now they're being forced to use their heart. They're being forced to call and come into this calling that is gravitationally, magnetically pulling them in, which I love because that's that proportional push forward, the communication, the Eight of Wands energy, right? It's pushing them out of their comfort zone, which is that like, let me stay safe, with the Seven of Wands energy, which again did happen to appear in the deck, but we didn't pull that out entirely. So let's clarify the Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. You also may be seeing 888 as well, and this is very much this energy of infinite, eternal, right? Abundance as well, and karmic a little bit too, especially because we're in the year of 8. But with the Eight of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, and Five of Wands, very interesting. Eight of Pentacles minus the 2 would be Six of Pentacles, would be them trying to find balance as well as manifesting the forward path. Very, very interesting for storytelling. So the last card we have right here is trust, okay? We have divine timing, greater forces at play, release control, all is working out for the highest good. A lot of blue. Again, we have a lot of blue here, and the blue in the masculine. Of course, this is really shadowing or showing up as an energy that needs to be, you know, dictated into this, like, communication. There's something that has to be spoken about, right? On the bottom of the deck, we do have clarity. So this is that like Ace of Wands energy, heightened intuition with, again, the High Priestess energy, very similar, confirming, seeing things clearly, and a lot of third eye activation. So this person, and I have personally been feeling my own third eye expand even more, and so it's already awakened, but I tend to feel the collective energy. So I know that there's a lot of collective that is having that happen to them. They're having to see things are just like, it's going to be more epiphany. They're going to feel clarity through it. A lot of Mars energy though that they're enduring as well. So that is the reading for the collective here. I'm going to go ahead and post a couple of shorts. And if you're interested in booking your own private or personal session, please feel free to click my bio in my link, well, the link tree in my bio. And my name is Tina again, Infinite Moon Love 1111. I hope you guys have a happy Easter today. I hope you celebrate well with loved ones. I hope you remember that you are loved, you deserve love, and to love yourselves first, okay? Pour into yourselves and rise to the occasion that things might feel like they are falling apart or dismantled, or just things that are not going in a way that you would perhaps want to see or control. This is where God, the Spirit, Universe, Divine, Source universe is asking, you know, you to surrender into what is happening. Step into that divine feminine energy and release control and allow things to flow a little bit more, but lead in the things you want. So take action into that, okay? Again, my name is Tina, Infinite Moon Love 1111. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.